Grutas de la Estrella, or the Caves of the Star, situated about 30 miles to the southwest of Cuernavaca, the state of Mexico, is a very well hidden gem in the limestone mountains of south central Mexico. This place closes at 4. I was extremely lucky to run and arrive at this place just in time as they were closing. Okay, I am walking down this well-maintained pathway to the caves. I'm extremely lucky because they are not letting anybody in at this time. Let's see what these caves look like. I heard they're small, but they're very pretty. Yep, that's me coming down the path. This is not a short pathway by any standards. It's quite long. So I just got the ticket at the top. I'm showing it to you right now. This is what it costs. It's not too much, but they're fixing to close, so you can only go in with a guide. So I am here and just got to the entrance of the cave. Yep, that's me at the mouth of the cave. I'm excited to see what lies ahead.
Se puede no meter pero con puro equipo, lámparas y eso.
Okay. Getting into the walkway, it's very colorful thanks to artificial lighting. He said that it's 1 kilometer full of lights and 2 more kilometers without lights.
Por los meses de agosto y septiembre es cuando baja agua.
Wow. So when it rains in September, the water comes all the way to the lines.
Estalactitas. Se llaman estalagmatos. Miles y miles de años de formación.
I just walked through that walkway and I stopped here for a second to show you what the view looks like through this particular portion into the other cave before I continue to move further along. Climbing a very narrow ladderway. It's pretty wet and cold, but I'm guessing it's going to take me to someplace very exciting. So we just came up the stairs, and that in front of me is the view of what they call the iglesia, or which is the church. It changes colors, and you can see the formations inside look like gods. So that's why it's called the church. You can see some amazing formations up here, stalactites and stalagmites. And then if I continue forward, I can see this beautiful formation up in the top. Completely otherworldly. Beautiful. These rock formations are absolutely impressive. You can see how they light up in different colors, and they are just majestic to behold. I'm proceeding further on to the next chamber. You can see how magnificent this is with the changing colors. It's purple from blue, now onto orange, to brown, and the trail ahead lies ahead of us. And we'll stop for a second to enjoy these views. The whole place just lights up. That is the view ahead of us. We got to the section where the trail becomes steep down and up because of the terrain, and you can see the stalactites and stalagmites interspersed on both sides of the trail, which is where we're headed to go. In case you don't believe me, that is me, right there. So now, under the guidance of the flashlights, we're continuing down onto the next chamber, which consists of some more intricate features of limestone deposits and other formations. You can look at the ceiling. There's gaping holes caused by the heavy rains that come down and bring deposits. That's the path I took. Paused for a few pictures, and now heading on forward. As the light changes, you can keep observing and appreciating these views. The next chamber. I don't know how I should stop looking at these formations, but they're just gorgeous. Absolutely fantastic. If you put me in perspective, I'm nothing compared to these formations. But that's why I'm here, so y'all can see and appreciate the wonderful work of Mother Nature over millions and millions of years. Based on what I learned, these colors over here are natural. These are not artificially lit up. So there are some oxides of iron and other minerals in this particular section, and that's what gives the colors to this particular section of the cave. If you look at the ceiling, you have some beautiful views of these stalactites and mineral deposits. Look at these colors. These are all natural. Completely depends on where the shade from the water is. This to the right is the shaded area from the rain, because there's an overhead that shelters this place from the rain. Whereas here, this is exposed to an open source of rain. So if you can see, the water keeps falling up, and those are the formations that you can see resulting from calcification of water coming down from the ceiling. Continuing my walk further to give you a sense of appreciation of how big this cave is. I've walked for 2-3 minutes now, and I'm still passing through some exciting formations. Take a look at this formation. You can see lots and lots of layers and lots of shapes and sizes. It looks pretty symmetric, but it's actually a result of analogous water slopes coming in from the top and percolating through different cracks and crevices of the rock. Now, if I pan to the top, you'll see how much rougher it gets. That's because the calcium coming down from the top of the ceiling, right over there when it rains, is in its very, very primitive form. It's not filtered, it's just been exposed to nature, and you can see the moss and lichens and other things that contribute to the colors of the walls up there. Saying goodbye to these formations and continuing on. Came from there, now passing through these and into this new chamber. It's a large system of caves. Some more natural colors, some more patterns, and some more Very, very unique and pristine formations. Wow. This looks like a very icy paradise on some other frozen planet. It's just spectacular. Check that out. Isn't it gorgeous? Wow. Okay, they just turned the light off. They're not really nice to us, so we're gonna have to go back and we're gonna have to watch our heads and scramble up this way. It's an adventure, but of a different kind. It's not expected, but at least I saw the highlights, and I'm very, very content and thankful that I got to learn about the cave. So he was saying that this portion of the cave is basically dry even during the rainy season. It's only during extreme rains that a little bit trickles down. Continuing further down. Into an entrance. Okay, another set of stairs and pillars of beautiful stalactites and stalagmites.
Llegamos allá donde mismo.
Okay. Okay, so now this is the exit.
Para
Poco luz abajo, por favor. Sí. So that is the view of the tunnel back out on the path towards the exit.
vas a poder filmar.
As you can see right now, it's completely dark. It's completely dark, but have you heard of the saying, there's a light towards the end of the tunnel? I don't know if you can see it kind of in the center of your screen, but that is an example of the proverbial meaning of light at the end of the tunnel. So I'm going to walk for a few seconds just out of curiosity to see if I can go any further, and I will keep you updated. All right, 3 steps later, and that's what I see. A much bigger light at the end of the tunnel. So that goes to show you how one simple outcrop inside an underground cave can make all the difference between life and death. Okay, taking a few more steps and exiting. This is not an out and back trail. This is a circular trail. So we completed a circuit around the cave system, and the way we entered is not the same as the way we're going out right now. So you're not going to see the same views that you saw in the beginning, but nevertheless, it's an exit. So that's the way I came from, through there, and now I am at the mouth of the cave and heading out. So that was the exit, and you can see the general topography of the area in and around the caves. You can see even on the outside you've got some calcium rock formations. It's a dry season right now, so it's not that green, but when it rains, it pours here, and hence these beautiful formations. The usual rules and regulations: no trash, no touching formations, maintain discipline, no smoking, no drinking, listen to the rangers, things like that. But this is what the place looks like. Now I'm headed back up that long flight of stairs. I was hoping to encounter some bats, but as much as I tried, I was not able to spot one in the cave. But apparently there are lots and lots of them. They're nocturnal, of course, so inside the cave it's dark, but they somehow have a magical way of knowing day from night. The climb up is always fun, especially when you're done seeing something interesting. Okay, well, hope you enjoyed that bit of sarcasm, and bear with me as I climb my way back up. This is a nice little picnic spot for kids and for families on a Sunday afternoon. Lots of exercise, learning, and fun for a very affordable price. These are dried parasitic plants of these trees that I told you about when I was doing another hike in Arizona and earlier during this trip to Mexico. It's very dry, so it's not very clear, but once it gets green, the difference between parasites and trees becomes very obvious. That is the ticket station. That's where I bought the tickets from in a hurry to escape the 4 o'clock deadline. And this is the information center of the cave path. This is the parking lot and some little artisan shops and like a little bar out there. And that's it. This is a map of the local tourism area. It's been modernized fairly recently, but there's still lots of rustic lands that need to be explored and maintained. The government has done an amazing job in upgrading some of these facilities, but long ways are to be covered. I hope you enjoyed my video of this particular place. In Mexico, it's very normal for people to sit outside and drink under clear skies and nice weather. Not in America. I am glad that I'm able to be amongst the last people to sneak out of this place. Thank you very much for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, and would like to see more like these, then please feel free to navigate to my page, find the subscribe button in the top right corner, and click on it. Thank you very much, and I hope to see you soon.